The European Rallycross Championship continues. Round 7, Finland. The 6th round of the series had been in Sweden. It had seen victory for Kenneth Hansen. It increased its lead in the championship, but it had also seen a tremendous accident. 1993 champion Jean-Luc Pallier flung into the barrier, and his new Citroën Xantia was left very badly damaged.
What happened on the second heat, I don't know what had happened after me. Perhaps I have first, and I think perhaps Tommy and Kenneth is touched, and Kenneth pushed me, and perhaps no brake, and I pushed it on the and saw the run, and the car is very difficult It's difficult to run this weekend with the car because it's not good.
We were talking to Pallier a little bit earlier, and the crash last weekend, he blamed a little bit about Kenneth. What do you think?
Yeah, it's easy to blame some other drivers, but I think also that we driver talk a lot between each other, and I think that we have sorted out who was the one who made the problem. So I think we are clear with that race now. From my opinion, we are clear with it, and I think we sorted out whose fault it was. So now we look forward.
Yeah, I got the blame directly after the crash, and I think that it's difficult to blame anybody because it's a lot of will, and everyone wants to be first to the first corner. And from my point of view, it was I was stuck between Jean-Luc and Tommy, so I didn't do anything. I had my line, and on 1 or 2 tenths of a second, it just happened.
Will Gollop is a far happier man now that he's got a more powerful engine in the new Peugeot 306. He was right on the pace in Sweden. He's expected to be here in Finland as well. Gollop smiling again.
Well, Will, you proved last weekend that you're back at the top again.
Yes, we're very happy with that. The engine's going very well. Although saying that, we have a little problem this morning. We seem to be getting a lot of air in the water, and hence it's overheating.
So the new engine is working the way it should be?
It is, but as I say, we have an overheating problem, so maybe that will finish the day for us. But we're very happy that we're back at the top, and we intend to stay there.
The ERA Cup, the 1400cc Group M cars are about to get underway for their final here. Away they go, a good start there. Rudy Lauwers it is with the Peugeot, who leads already though. Bits of bodywork hanging off certain cars. Rudy Lauwers then up front. He makes his way now through the first chicane on the loose onto the tarmac. Accelerating away. Chasing after him there is Bjorn Olsen in second place. In third is Manfred Beck. And down in fifth is Pavel Novotny, the man who won last time out in Sweden. Susan Bergvall, penultimate place at the moment. A lot of work to do then for the Swedish girl, as up front Rudy Lauwers leads. So far this year we have had 6 different winners in the 6 rounds of the championship. Can Rudy Lauwers make it 7 from 7? Susan Bergvall there with a battered car. The front balance completely missing after a very hectic opening lap. Susan Bergvall now trying to move her way up through the order. Rudy Lauwers leads, the battle going on for second place with the car of Bjorn Olsen holding up Manfred Beck, and that's all allowing the race leader to pull away. Joel Lehtinen there, number 520, in 4th place at the moment. In 5th is Novotny. Susan Bergvall now into 6th as the cars head from the tarmac onto the loose, and Rudy Lauwers making things look relatively easy up front. Manfred Beck there challenges Olsen on the outside. He's not really the place to go, but he will have the inside line for this corner where they come back onto the tarmac. He can't find a way past though. Lauwers leads, up they come to the checkered flag, he wins. Across the line in second place goes the car of Bjorn Olsen, with third going to Manfred Beck. 7 races and 7 different winners in the ERA Cup, and that is some going. This, the Division 1A final. Ludwig Hunsberg, Richard Hutton, the 2 drivers at the front of the field. The lights go green and away they go. Well, most of them do. Disaster though there, left at the start, Gunnar Kittelsen. There's contact as Hutton's car gets knocked sideways. Swinging through from the loose onto the tarmac, Hutton ahead of a very crossed up Hunsberg, the Norwegian who won the championship last year, seeing Hutton try to escape ahead of him. No Bernd Leinemann in the Division 1A final here. Leinemann is the man who leads the Division 1 championship. Hutton his nearest challenger. So really, Richard Hutton does need to win this race in order to keep his championship hopes alive. He's got Hunsberg and then Pavel Kapni in second and third places, and Hutton there using all of the road. He comes through with Hunsberg chasing after him. From the loose to the tarmac. Hutton throwing the car around. Very spectacular driver. He can afford to be. He's got a good advantage over the second place fight. Ludwig Hunsbeck still ahead of Pavel Kautny. The Toyota of Gunnar Svan going through in fourth place, and Hunsbeck now starting to hold up Kautny. Kautny getting frustrated. He can see Hutton pulling further and further away up front, and he also knows that if he could get past Hunsbeck, he could go for it. He's alongside now. There's contact between the two. They avoid the market tiles, or do they? Well, they both go off. Gunnar Svan goes through up now into second place. Jos Kuipers goes through into third, and Hunsbeck and Kautny drop to fourth and fifth. Richard Hutton wins here in Finland, using all of the road as he comes with the final corner. Hutton scores victory. Second place is going to go to Gunnar Svan with the Toyota, his best A-final finish of the season, with Jos Kuipers after a slow start chasing him home. Fourth place goes to Ludwig Hunsbeck, fifth to Kautny. Gunnar Kittelsen completes the 6 qualifiers in the A-final, a race won by Richard Hutton, and that really is an important win. You can see how delighted Hutton is. Gunnar Svan equally happy with that second place of the Toyota now, coming stronger and stronger race by race. The Division 2 A-final. We're on board with Martin Schanker, looking back at the rest of the grid. He's got Will Gollop alongside him on the front row. That's a real turn-up for the book. The red lights are on. They go to green, away they go. The Citroens of Hansen and Pallier behind the Escort, and it's the Escort that leads. Will Gollop there in second place. Kenneth Hansen is third. Schanker, winner once this season, that was in England, is ahead at the moment. Will Gollop is second. Up into third place is Hansen, and fourth is Eklund. Jean-Luc Pallier in fifth at the moment. The Stones crashing against the underside of Schanker's Escort. Bodywork flapping behind. Will Gollop sideways, Peugeot 306 in second place, and here is Schanker in the lead. Gollop, Hansen, Eklund, then Jean-Luc Pallier, and notice that car running without a rear wing. The team haven't had enough time to totally rebuild the car after its big accident in Sweden, so they've elected to run here without that rear wing. Whether it's making much difference or not, we'll never know, but certainly Pallier is further down the order than he would like to be. Gollop and Hansen, second and third, the two very nimble, short wheelbase cars battling among themselves. Eklund's improving Subaru is fourth, but Schanker is escaping up front. They're on the loose, they're heading back to the tarmac, and Martin Schanker can see in his mirror that the battle raging on for second and third places should delay those involved just enough to allow him to pull clear. Down again goes Schanker. Remember, that car now has a sequential gearbox, but Will Gollop is right up behind him now. In his efforts to pull away from Hansen, Gollop is drawing closer to Martin Schanker. The black Peugeot sliding around, Gollop going up and down through the gearbox. Back onto the loose they go. Heading into the next tight left-hander. Schanker throwing the car from one side of the circuit to the other. Very little time on the lap, with the car be pointing in the right direction without going sideways. Onto the tarmac now. Gollop is right up behind him. This, without doubt, Will's best race of the season. He's having a real go now. Kenneth Hansen still chasing after him in third. But as they leave the tarmac and go onto the loose, Will Gollop is certainly now close enough to challenge Schanker, but he's running out of laps and he's running out of corners at which to try. Round the market tyres, onto the tarmac. Hansen there using all of the curbs. Gollop with a Peugeot 306, greatly heartened by its improved progress. He's right there behind Martin Schanker. Former European champions both. The Escort RS2000 of Norway's Martin Schanker leads the Englishman Will Gollop here. Gollop prepares the car himself through his G-Tech concern. Comes now onto the tarmac. Accelerating away. He runs wide there. He runs wide off the circuit. Kenneth Hansen closes up to him. There's contact. There's contact in the background. Kenneth Hansen hits Will Gollop. You can see the damage done there to the front right corner of Kenneth Hansen's Citroen. Poor Will Gollop, shunted out of contention. Now, has he been able to rejoin? There is Schanker, there is Hansen, and there is Gollop. He's out of the race, and the car has been hit from behind. It's then been pushed into the tyres, so a lot of damage done to the 306. Still Schanker, although he's going to win the race, he's not going to win by quite the massive margin it looks as though he might have done at the start. Schanker wins, Hansen second, and Eklund third, ahead of Pallier Christophersen, with Gollop being classified sixth. But Will can feel quite rightly disappointed and annoyed, having been shunted out of the race. Still Schanker, although he's going to win the race, he's not going to win by quite the massive margin it looks as though he might have done at the start. Schanker wins, Hansen second, and Eklund third, ahead of Pallier Christophersen, with Gollop being classified sixth. But Will